Good day everyone, today we have the brand new BYD Seal 5. This is going to be a full in-depth review of the interior, exterior, battery, and the engine features of the Seal 5. So once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. Let's go and start. Now, first and foremost, you have your keys right here, which has remote start and of course your NFC card, which you just tap right here on the side mirror and you would lock and unlock the doors. Now, this one also has your smart key access system. So with your key in your pocket, you could lock and unlock the doors with the square button right here. That's locked. Once more to unlock. Now, the exterior color is known as quartz blue, and this is actually one of the hardest colors to get for the BYD Seal 5, and we all know the reason why, because it is very premium looking. That metallic blue that shines through the paint is just so premium looking. So let's go on the inside. Now, the Seal 5 dynamic variant comes with your manual seats right here, but you have two-tone design on the seats. It's ventilated as well, leather material right here on the middle, and gray material on the sides. You have your recliner control, height adjustment, and your seat position control right here on the bottom. Now, on the door sidings, you have soft touch materials right here with your leather stitching, as you can see, and the rest are all plastic materials. There you go. Now, of course, the keys are right here inside the vehicle. You just put your foot on the brake and then push the button to start. And everything would turn on like so. Now, of course, before we go and check out the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. This baseline model has automatic headlights as well, fog lights, and of course, don't forget the hazards. Now, the driver's side window is the only one automatic right here. There you go. Very nice door handle. Today, we're checking out the brand new BYD Seal 5. Priced at just below 1 million Philippine pesos, you could get a plug-in hybrid system, and that's the reason why this one's getting a lot of attention lately, and for good reason. It's got that modern EV look, but still packs some sporty vibes. Let's start with the exterior and see what makes this thing stand out. And hey, let me know in the comments, would you rock a BYD as your daily? From the front, the Seal 5 looks super sleek. You've got these sharp LED headlights that really give it an aggressive face. And since it's an EV-inspired design, the grille area is quite huge for better cooling, but looks very discreet due to the character lines on top of it. But that actually works in its favor. It looks clean, futuristic, and aerodynamic. Moving over to the side, you can see how low and wide it sits. It almost has that mid-size sedan profile, which make it looks luxurious even on this angle. The lines flowing along the body give it some nice shape. Oh, and check out the wheels. Those alloy wheels definitely add to its presence. I personally prefer a larger wheel as this one has a big wheel well, good enough for an 18-inch or heck even a 19-inch. At the back, it's just as striking. You've got a full-width LED light bar running across, which looks awesome at night. The sculpted rear bumper and the diffuser give it that sporty, almost performance car vibe. Honestly, it looks just as good driving away as it does pulling up. Imagine pulling into a car meet with those lights on it. Definitely a head turner, right? So yeah, the exterior of the BYD Seal 5 is a really nice mix of classy and sporty with that futuristic touch. It's definitely one of those cars that'll grab attention on the road. And considering this is only priced at 948,000 Philippine pesos, it's truly one of the most bang for the buck sedans out there in the market. The BYD Seal 5 packs beauty on the outside, but good looks are only part of the story. What really matters is how it performs. So, let's move on and talk about what's powering the Seal 5. So, let's go and pop the hood and check out the engine. Release this 2 times. And when you go on the hood, you just lift it up like so. And there you go. It's quite heavy. The BYD Seal 5 Dynamic comes in a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine which primarily serves as a generator of the electric battery. The electric motors make 179 horsepower and a whopping 360 Newton meters of torque. Not really bad for a sedan this class. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration time is clocked at 7.9 seconds, which is the fastest within its rivals like the Honda City and the Toyota Vios. Battery capacity is 8.3 kilowatt hour with a full EV range of 50 kilometers. Mix that with the gasoline engine and you get a total of 1,175 kilometers for a full charge and a full tank of gas. Transmission is a single-speed automatic. Charging time is around 2 to 3 hours for AC charging from 30% to 80%. Fuel tank capacity, on the other hand, is 48 liters. So, let's go and check out the interior. Close the windows. Turn off the hazards. Okay, so before that, let's turn on the AC just a little bit just to cool down the interior. Okay, so first and foremost, we have here a very familiar looking steering wheel. And even on the baseline model, you have leather materials on the steering wheel. And it has a nice blue stitching right here, which is quite nice. And also, you have side extensions here for better grip, and the steering wheel could also be adjusted both telescopic and tilt, which is nice. There you go. And on the left side right here, you have your cruise control, your rotating screen button, which is a signature BYD touch. And in here is your controls mainly for the head unit right here. So you have your volume controls, different modes, phone, voice command, and this one is for the display screen right here, which you could have different access to different tabs right here. So let's go and check out what the gauge cluster has to offer. So first and foremost, on the left side right here, you have your kilowatt hour the parameter right here. So right now we're consuming 1 kilowatt hour with the headlights turned on, the AC turned on, and the head unit turned on. So that's it. So the more you use some of the accessories, or the more you use the battery for moving the vehicle, that will go up. And when it goes negative, it means it's automatically charging itself. Right here is the battery capacity, which right now is in 29%, and the gasoline is at about 1/5 of the tank, but still has 244 kilometers of range. So that's very nice. And on the right, of course, is your digital speed, gear indicator, driving mode. So you're probably right now in full electric. And then time, temperature, and your digital compass on the top right. Now, for the different settings right here, you just press this on the head unit and you have plenty of selections right here. You have your timer, different modes for the gauge cluster, classical and concise. Here is the temperature for the AC, fan speed. You could increase it like so. Very nice. Information, e-drive range, fuel drive range, fuel consumption, driving time, and a lot of this. You also have your tire pressure monitoring system, of course, your speed limiter or your speed indicator, and there you go. So that's for the head unit. Now right here on the middle, you have your single speed automatic transmission. So right now it's in park. If you want to go to drive, just put your foot on the brake and just twist it to the drive mode, and there you go. Twist it to the left and you go to reverse mode, and you would have your rear backup camera right here. Now the dynamic variant, which is the best seller of the BYD Seal 5, doesn't have your 360 camera, but it still does have the rear backup camera, which is the most necessity in terms of, visibility when reversing. And when you go to park, just press P and you're now in park. So that's simple. You have your push start right here, volume controls, EV and hybrid electric vehicle mode. So you could easily access which one you want to use. I personally use electric vehicle or pure EV when I'm driving in the city, just to consume only the battery. But when I'm driving in a long trip, I would use the hybrid electric vehicle or the hybrid electric mode. And this is your traction control, front defogger, AC button, auto mode. This is your different driving modes. So you'd have Sport, which has a better acceleration, Eco mode, which is the most efficient, and Normal. I usually drive every day with Eco. Electronic parking brake right here, and your auto hold stop. You have two cup holders in here as well, but it's quite small. But I think a small tumbler would fit in here, and it also has locks just to keep your cups in place. Materials wise, in here you have sort of a carbon fiber finish right here on the middle, and chrome accents through the air vents right here. Leather materials on the center console, and you have your NFC card right here. So remember the NFC card I showed you earlier that we tap on the side mirror? That could also start the vehicle if you just put the NFC card right here. That does not just unlock the vehicle, but it also could start the vehicle without using the actual keys, which is nice. Right here on the middle is your center console. No USB ports or anything, just for storage. And also, right on the bottom, you also have another storage. You have two type A's right here, and also 12 volts DC outlet right there. So let's go and check out the head unit. So first and foremost, the head unit right here is basically what we see for most BYDs. This is the home screen right here. You have easy access onto the main apps, which is the radio, Spotify, navigation, and all the other apps are in here as well. So you have the vehicle image, which of course only the rear backup camera shows up. And you also have offline navigation, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. There we go. So let's go to settings and let's check out what we can configure on this one. So first, on the light button right here, we have exterior light and courtesy light. For the exterior light, you have daytime running light, and also you could adjust the headlight height. As you can see right there, on that beam right there, you could adjust the height. There we go. And then adjust it to the maximum. And there you go. So that's for the headlight height. Courtesy light is headlights after exit, headlights before entering. You could adjust how long this would take. It's really nice. This one's really effective for me, especially in the night when I'm going home. Locks, you have long key, long press key fob to unlock and open windows. So a bunch of these settings that is really a premium feature during the times of probably 10 years ago. But now you could all get these features with just below 1 million. And you have equalizer, of course. You could adjust your bass, your mids, and your trebles. And you have some presets in here as well. Very nice. Notifications, screen brightness. You can adjust that. screensaver. There you go. So you have different modes as well. You have light, and your gauge cluster would also adjust. But I prefer dark mode on this one just to keep things subtle and more cleaner. And well, this is just my opinion. Adaptive brightness, instrument. So you could also adjust the instrument cluster. There you go. Range display mode. So dynamic or standard. There we go. And state of charge indicator. So if you want it at the percentage or the actual mileage. So you could change the 28% to mileage, which is now 3 kilometers for this one. There we go. Now again, this is not accurate, guys, because for the most part this vehicle is a demo unit. So for the most part it's sitting on idle, which gives you the worst consumption rating. So 28% does not mean 3 kilometers. Okay, now let's go to energy. For the energy right here, you have state of charge settings. So this one is the setting on how your hybrid technology works. So if you set it at 60% and you're running at hybrid electric vehicle, automatically the engine would start generating power to charge the battery once the battery reaches 60%. And that's for the SOC settings. For regenerative braking, this is the one that recycles the power going back to the battery. So once you press the brakes and you're probably going down on a hill, it would automatically charge the battery together with the engine. So if you put high, you would feel a lot of braking power once you released the gas pedal, but it would give you more power back to the battery. But if you don't prefer that and you want a normal driving condition like an ICE, the standard is good for you. But it would also give you some regenerative power with that one. Just a little bit smaller compared to the high. Okay, now for the vehicle, AC auto mode, I always use comfort in this one. It doesn't matter if it consumes more battery. What's more important to me is the interior comfortability. So I prefer comfort, and it gives you that same feel of a air conditioning system of an ICE vehicle. And right now we're running on full electric, but the air conditioning is really, really good. Okay, auto internal circulation upon parking. So this one should be turned on. When you're in park, it automatically recirculates the air just to avoid pollution going inside the vehicle. That's nice. Auto fan speed reduction during Bluetooth calls. Just in case someone is calling you, your air conditioning would automatically lower down the fan speed just to reduce some noise, and you could hear clearly who you're talking to. And for the service right here is, well, this is technically just an information or a notification for you on when you would have your car have its maintenance. ADAS, or the automatic driving assist system. Unfortunately, this one is the baseline model of the BYD Seal 5. So this one doesn't have automatic driving assist, but it does have cruise control as shown earlier, but nothing automatic right there. But it does have parking sensors in here on this ADAS tab. Now for the system, you have a wireless local area network, hotspot, Bluetooth, and of course, you could update your versions right here through OTA or over the air. Now for the AC settings right here, first and foremost, you have your temperature controls right here. You could set it at 27 degrees or 22 degrees Celsius. Now this one, just to clarify, the Seal 5 Dynamic does not have a dual zone climate control. So whatever the temperature of the passenger side or the driver side, would basically be the same. Okay, and the fan speed is right here. Very nice. Different zones. There we go. And you also have side mirror defoggers, which is quite nice. There you go. And that's for the AC controls. And I don't think I missed anything. And that's about it on this one. Regenerative braking is right here as well. There you go. Now let's go on and continue on the front. Glove box right here, plastic material. Rear view mirror, standard. Sunglass holder. Your map lights, which are LED. No vanity mirror. You have vanity mirror right here on the passenger side, but no lights right here. So you would depend on this light right here. Now, as for the dashboard right here, you have a quite unique design as well. It has very good attention to detail, such as this carbon fiber finish right here on the middle. It's the same material right here, rough finish, and also silver lining accents, which looks very premium. And also on this one is your glossy finish on the top portion. Now, as you can see right here on the top, you have soft touch material right here with your leather stitching that adds to the premiumness of the vehicle. Really, really nice interior for a vehicle that's below the 1 million peso mark, considering this is also DMI technology or the hybrid technology. And this one, by the way, I forgot. This is for the trip A, trip B, odometer, hybrid electric vehicle mileage, and electric vehicle mileage. So right now, you have 5 kilometers with the hybrid mode, 15 kilometers with the full electric, and a total odometer of 20 kilometers. And the left side right here, you have a storage compartment for your coins, I would say. Window controls. There you go. We forgot the radio and how the speaker sounds on this one. Let's go and try it out. Oh, there we go. Okay, so first and foremost, the sound right here is, okay. It's not really the best sounding speakers, probably, because it's just the radio and we're under a roof right here, so we could not get the maximum signal. But right off the bat, the speakers are not so powerful. That's my honest review. And but the clarity and the mids are in there. Not too much bass though. And I think what helps to the middles and the treble is this one has a tweeter speaker right here. And of course, a door speaker right on the bottom. So that's pretty nice for a car that's below 1 million pesos. And speaking of, on the door sidings right here, you have your trunk release and your fuel cap release right here as well. And this is what the screensaver looks like when you're unmuted. Just mute it, just press this one, and it would go to the screensaver right here. She's very nice. So, let's go and check out the seats on the back. Now here on the back right here, you could also see a similarity on the materials used on the front door. Door accents right here, Twitter grill, door speakers, and your soft touch materials on the grab handle right here. Window controls. And the seats on the back actually looks pretty nice as well. You have the same color materials on the front as well as in the back. They did not degrade the back seats just for economical purposes, but with this one, it's still really nice. You still have that ventilated leather seats right here on the back, even at this price point. So, talk about premiumness and worthiness of the price you're paying. Now, how does the BYD Seal 5 on the back seat? Well, honestly, this is one of the most spacious sedans that I have sitted on at a price that's below 1 million. You have 3 headrests right here. You're in a leather seat. Nice colored leather seat, by the way. And it's quite comfortable on the back. The thigh support right here, though, is, well, it's kind of lacking. I'm 5'8", but I still seat comfortably here on the back. On the legroom, on the other hand, it's quite narrow just because the seats is pulled all the way back. just because I had to take a good view of the front. But nonetheless, this is not my driving position. You probably need to move it a little bit forward, and that would be it. But nonetheless, knee room is okay. Headroom is quite nice as well. No problem here on the back. Here is a grab handle and also LED lights right here on the back, which is quite nice. But nothing special right here on the back. It's just the color of the seats and very premium looking design. Now imagine this, guys. If you're looking at the seat 10 years ago, you'd probably think I'm in a Mercedes-Benz or probably a European high-end vehicle. But this one is actually a car that's just below 1 million pesos. And BYD, how do you do this quality at this price point? It's just so unbelievable how they do this, and probably that's the reason why they sell so good, even if they're just technically new to the market in the Philippines, right? Talk about bang for the buck. Now here on the back, it's well, you have an open space right here, as you can see, and just below it is the trunk space. But before we go into the trunk, let's go and check out the front view of the BYD Seal 5. And there you go. Now ask yourself, do you want this to be your daily driver and you would see these every day as you commute and drive around the metro? My answer would probably a big yes, especially at this price point. Hybrid technology, leather seats, Apple CarPlay, everything is in here. And of course, a very stylish interior. And also, I almost forgot, even at this price point, you have an air conditioning vent right here on the back. And not just that, you also have 2 wired ports right here for charging. So, are you not convinced that this is actually one of the most affordable, but at the same time very packed or very featured packed vehicle of BYD? And I asked the sales representative right here, the BYD Seal 5 is the most sought out vehicle, and it's the most sold out model right here in BYD. And it's a no-brainer. Why? It's just too good. It's just full of features, you know, at this price point. Okay, so let's go and check out the trunk area, which is the final part of this video. Everything's good from the interior, the exterior, but how does the space on the back actually look like? So it automatically pops up, and here, as you can see, this is where the BYD Seal 5 shines. Look how deep that storage is. Look at that travel from this portable charger going all the way to the back right there. Just maximum space and convenience that it could give for this price point. Right here on the bottom is well, your tire pressure or your tire inflator, and your hazard tools right here. Reflective vest, which is nice. And that's it. That's on the inside. You have plenty of space right here. Probably a large luggage right here, and 2 medium-sized luggage, and probably a couple of backpacks would fit in here. And you also have a net storage right here, just in case you want your stuff not to go around when you're driving. And ambient light right here on the middle. Okay, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the full tour review of the 2025 BYD Seal 5. There's a lot more to come, so please do subscribe, share, and like my videos. This is PatrickReyesTV signing out.